Hey everyone, it's Riley. Thank you for coming back and watching another episode of my first year on T. This week I'll be talking about transition updates. This week we're talking about how our dysphoria has changed throughout our transition, or just reflecting back to when we were pre-T and how we feel we are now compared to what we thought we would be at this point. I thought some things would be different that really have stayed the same, and the whole transition process has been way slower than I ever expected it to be. To start off with the whole dysphoria aspect, I have talked about in another video that I don't feel I personally experience a lot of body dysphoria. Most of the time, because I have such a small chest, I don't feel like I have too much there. It's mostly when I'm not wearing a shirt, or if I'm wearing a shirt that's a bit tighter, I notice more. But that has probably been a little bit worse than when I started T, because I am starting to pass better now and really feeling like a guy with my voice going down and just little bits of body hair and whatever it might be, and the increased muscle mass. So to still be having that part of my body has been making things a lot more difficult, more worrisome for me. I'm at the point where I am not going to be getting top surgery anytime in the near future, so I try the best I can to just focus on the positive changes that I'm seeing, and I don't spend a lot of time being down about the dysphoria that I am experiencing. I went to the beaches in Europe this past summer without a shirt on, and I was nervous, but it's kind of like a thing for people to do, like females and males, so I did definitely get some weird looks, but I just kind of wanted to be me and just make the best of it, I guess is what I can say. And I know that's not true for everybody, but at least for me, I'm comfortable with doing that. I talked a little bit about this on my personal channel, and that's just hitting 9 months on T and where I thought I would be, and looking at other people where they are 9 months on T. And I definitely hoped that I would have more facial hair than I do, and I hoped that my body would be a little bit bigger, or I would have gained some weight, and I'm back at the gym, but those things, I pretty much feel like I have the same body shape. And for some things, I feel like I look the same as I did when I started testosterone. I think the biggest thing for me has been the voice change, because when I look back at those pre-testosterone videos, I have to plug my ears because I can't stand to hear my old voice. Even like 1 month on T, I still am like plugging my ears. It has been hard for me because the first few months of my transition, I would think, oh, the changes aren't happening quickly, and I would go onto YouTube and type in like 1 month on T updates and see where other people were, and I kept doing that at 2 months, 3 months, and then I think around 4 months or 5 months, I kind of just let it all go, and I just realized, like, this is about me. This is not about other people and what they're doing, where they're at. Like, I really have built my confidence through this process, and I really like who I am, and I really am liking how I look. So if I don't have a full beard by 9 months on T, if I don't have one by 1 year, year and a half, like, that's okay, and that's, I can't control it. So as much as I sometimes do feel down, I'm really trying to rechannel those thoughts into just being happy with the things that have happened, and just feeling fortunate to be in this journey in the first place. I think the further you go in your transition, the less you focus on the little changes. I have been doing the monthly updates on my personal channel, and for the last couple of months I haven't even really discussed something that's changed from month 8 to month 9, for example, because there's nothing that's like big enough to really discuss. And I think once I hit that year mark, I won't be doing those monthly updates because I think I'm just not really going to care, and I think I'm going to probably get away from doing so much of this transition related activism and go back into just LGBT activism in general. I don't know if transition activism is a thing, but I'm just saying my transition will not be as important to me later on down the road. And sometimes when I go into F2M Facebook pages, I'll see some people saying, oh, I just started T 2 weeks ago or a month ago or 2 months ago, and you know, I'm not seeing something, or my voice just changed. And looking back, I just like remember that spot where it's like every day I'd be looking in the mirror like trying to see something, and how exhausting it would be. And I'm so glad I'm past that point now, and I can just live like as Riley and not have to worry about all the little things that are happening with my body. I mean, I still worry about them, but I just am Riley, and I do other things like trans, and like being on hormones is not my only identity. And that's made me so much happier, is just to get back to like the things that made me happy just as a person. I had a lot more to say about this than I thought. I love to always run my mouth, so I'm gonna stop here, but thank you for watching like usual, and keep checking in. We're gonna keep having videos for you all, and if you ever have any ideas for topics, please let us know, because we've talked about so many things at this point. We could use some new ideas, but this channel will be wrapping up within the next couple months. We're not sure if we're gonna have new people on it, or if we will be posting just less frequently, or if we're just gonna stop it all there. So if you have an opinion, let us know as well, and take care. See you next time. Goodbye.